All right, Mark, in the wake of a very contentious presidential campaign, calls are increasing for the healing to begin in a divided America, but not everyone knows how to do that or where to start.
Cultural anthropologist and communications expert Sol Lieberman has an etiquette style guide to help us move forward. She's the author of the book, The Charisma Code. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jessica.
You know, in an election, one side wins, one side loses, and the aftermath is that not everyone is happy. Many people feeling the sting. Is that a unique experience for the United States, or other countries experience the same thing as well?
Other countries, we're seeing it in the Middle East right now. I mean, this is the most divisive the United States has been since the Civil War.
Mm-hmm. You have several tips on how we can understand the value of picking up ourselves and being kind to each other. The first tip you have is know your value as an American.
Right. So in my book, The Charisma Code, I talk about the Charisma Code being 3 steps. The first is to know your value. And these steps help people who are very different from one another connect and collaborate. That's all it is. Charisma is a universal language. So this Charisma Code, know your value. It's first for everyone in America to be okay with what they're feeling. We've got an extreme emotional environment and climate going on. People are feeling sad and in grief. Others are feeling angry. Others are feeling jubilant and excited. So the idea is, with know your value, know what you're feeling, and then use that for the second part of the Charisma Code, the second step, which is to see others' value. And when we take knowing our value, we start showing our value. And showing our value is the ability, just like Gandhi said, it's to take action in the world. This is not the time in America to sit on the sidelines. This is the time to get involved. This is the time to get engaged. Gandhi says, be the change we want to see in the world. Third step, see others' value. When we see others' value, this is the hardest step, but it is the one that America most needs right now. And, you know, I think the first thing to remember is that we're all on the same team. It's like what President Obama said in his remarks yesterday.
But how does that get us through Thanksgiving dinner, showing up at the office? I mean, is there anything how do you do that?
Thank you. Ask questions. So the first thing I say is to seek to understand before judging. So we're polarized, we got it. There may be people at the Thanksgiving dinner table that are voted for different candidates, and there's a lot of emotion there. But this is an opportunity in America and in our family lives to actually get out of our silos and to say, what are you feeling? I mean, some questions that we might ask is, what would you like to see in the next 4 years? Or,
I don't know if that's a great question, but okay.
Well, I do. And the reason I say that is because it's necessary. We're either going to continue fighting with each other, or we're going to potentially find out that we have more in common than we think. And it's an opportunity to listen. And I think it's most important when there is a lot of people coming up against you or saying you're wrong, to sit back, soften, take a deep breath, calm your eyes, and just listen.
I think that's good.
That is good. And it seems that you see a lot where someone dismisses someone because they don't believe the way they do. It can't end there, because then, you know, there's going to be people that you encounter in your life that don't feel the same way you do about issues, and you say what?
You say, okay, I hear you. What would you like to see? How are you feeling? And then the trick is people just want to be heard. Right. So if we can both just be like, okay, we feel differently, fine. America, our motto, e pluribus unum, from the many the one, that's Latin. Our actual motto, our country was founded on this idea that diversity is where it's at. So having different opinions, having different cultures, having different values, that's, this time in America, an opportunity to listen to each other instead of fight against each other.
I agree with that. Now, I hope that people will do that around the Thanksgiving table this year. Listen to each other. Try not to attack each other, and just pass the gravy and talk about the weather if you have to. But have a wonderful dinner. Thank you very much. Once again, book is The Charisma Code. You can also find out just how charismatic you are by taking Robin's quiz on her website, and do that and find out. Thanks a lot.
TrueCharisma.com.
Okay.
Thank you.